Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Nuzlocke. Um, Alright, so fingers crossed we can get through the entire this area, Victory Road, without too much trouble. Anyway, it's been a minute. I hope you guys are doing well and things are copacetic on your end. Um, Things are going alright here. Another crazy day at school this whole week. Just so you know, I'm recording this on January 31st. This whole week has been a little weird. Yesterday, what happened yesterday? Oh, they threw an audible at us at school. We got there and 15 minutes before class was supposed to happen, we were told, oh, hey, by the way, everybody goes to homeroom before first period. And so, attendance was all jacked up, and people were, real slow getting where they needed to be, all sorts of stuff. We figured it out. And then I had an ARD, a meeting that I had to go to for 2 class periods. And so, all day, the time of each period was weird and just threw me off. And then today, it is freezing. I woke up late last night, just shivering, and then I had to go in because we put all our blankets away because it's springtime, or at least it's supposed to be springtime, and had to go pull extra blankets out. It's cold, so tired today. And I was like, you know what? It's been a minute. We need to get some videos done. And also, I think I'm really fingers crossed. I'm hoping we can get season 1 here done in 2 episodes. I'm hoping I don't fiddle around too much in here, and then I'm able to get through here in 1 episode, and then in the next one, knock out the Elite Four, or maybe even hit one of the Elite Four members in this video. I don't know. Huh. So as long as I knock out the Pokemon with it, I don't have to recharge. That is broken. I mean, in my favor, so I'm not going to complain too hard, but that is bad. So yeah, anyway, I hope you all are doing well. Again, I want to thank the people who have been subscribing and people who have been watching videos. I know only because a number of my students come up and be like, hey, when are you going to post another video? I apologize that it's not nearly as frequent or regular as I would like. I'm working through my master class right now, and it is insane. And in the spring, I'm actually taking, right now I'm taking 2 classes simultaneously, and I'll be doing that for the next 15 weeks. And I'm currently in week 3, started on Monday. And so it's just double the workload, all sorts of stuff going on with that. For instance, last Friday, I was at school, but I wasn't in class all day because I was shadowing my assistant principal, who is my supervisor. And so it's just to see a day in the life of an administrator, because that's what I'm training to become. And boy, oh boy, it was just one crazy thing after another. And it brought the realization, like I think I mentioned it in the previous video, like there's value in understanding the job of the person above you and below you, right? Um, in the off chance that you have to do the job, to move up the ladder, stuff like that, right? Like it's beneficial to the organization if everybody has an understanding of what happens above you and what happens below you. Well, I also, oh my goodness, man, Amara. Oh, sorry, my dog just farted. Um, oof. Anyway, I had another realization in actually getting to watch my administrator. I need to have a little bit of empathy. I don't think teachers like I hear it from the teacher perspective frequently, like, oh, like they need to understand what it's like to be a teacher. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, we also need to understand what it's like to be an administrator. I do not envy them their job. I mean, it was one crazy thing after another, and I have never been so tired. In the last 4 years of teaching, I've never been as tired as I was on Friday. I was ready to go home. I don't. I don't know where to go. I think I know what I'm doing. What? I just messed up. My bad. Sorry, I'm pretty sure Mama Schaefer just texted me in answer to my question, and it sidetracked me for, well, she did, a half a second. I took a step too far. Okay, strength. But I'm not going to talk about my shadow day because honestly, for legal reasons, I'm not sure how much of it I'm allowed to talk about, and I don't want to accidentally violate FERPA laws and such things. So you just have to take my word for it. But it was a doozy of a day. I learned a lot, which is good. And my supervisor is awesome. Just honest, answers questions. Gives you a real insight into like what the job is going to be like if I ever decide to go administration. But this was just another one because like I was already kind of waffly on it to begin with, but after Friday it's just like I don't know. I don't know. My personality, I think I'd be good at it, but I don't know. I like working with students. I like the focus being on the students, and it's just like I don't know. I say it in class regularly. Some days teaching is like herding cats, which I think is a super accurate description of what happens some days. But at least in your defense, you're kids. Like at the end of the day, like you're young adults, but you're still kids in a lot of ways. And so there's a lot of, I don't know, I guess natural, how to phrase it, natural patience that comes with working with kids. At least for me. Like I can't speak for everybody, but it's like y'all act like fools sometimes, but you're not expected to have your life figured out. And then, what the heck? What is the point of coming down here? Anyway, y'all act like fools sometimes, silly, can't keep your hands off each other, you like to roughhouse, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, you're kids, you're not expected to have everything figured out and put together. I'm a professional, right? Like, I went to school for my career, I do regular training for my career. Like, I'm supposed to be a professional, and every teacher is supposed to be a professional. And it's just like there's certain like simple things, like our school policy on cell phones: not seen, not heard, not taken. And they say it every day on the announcements, and it's just this repeat, 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 repeat. Everybody knows what the school norm is. But then you go to a faculty meeting, and every teacher has their cell phone out while the principal's talking, or whoever's running the training's talking, or whatever. And it's like, why ever would you expect students to do something that the adult in the room is unwilling to do? Never made sense to me. And it happens literally every training, like, not an exaggeration, and not even like a couple teachers, right? Like, I would say the majority, and then some. And it's just, how do you ever expect kids to do something that adults are unwilling to do? So anyway, the point of that whole tirade, I'm not sure if I can be an administrator, because, like, while working with the students and, dealing with student discipline, like, that's messy and crazy and all that too, but, like, dealing with teachers, that's the thing that would break me. Like, right now, at least, like, I can just hide in my room. Like, my classroom is really effective, and my students enjoy the learning experience, and my students are doing well, and my students pass the star, and the focus is on my students. And but you move into administrative life, and your focus, like, your definition of my students becomes all of the students, every day, every year. And that's a tall order, man. Like, because, like, while I think my classroom, like, we're pretty effective, I still have between a half a dozen and a dozen students across all my classes. It's just like, why? Why are you giving me a hard time? Why are you, and it's just, you just have the same conversation over and over and over again. And I only have 140 students, something like that. And then you become an administrator, well, that multiplies your problem. Or, like, not problem, but, like, the number of students that fall into that category. And you're responsible for all of them. So, I mean, I get, like, that's a tall order, and that can be stressful, and I saw a good deal of that. But student success is directly connected to, does the teacher care? And if they don't care, the administrator has to make them care. I don't know if you guys are aware, but we're in the middle of a massive teacher shortage. So if you've ever been wondering, like, why are you here? What are you doing? The answer is, we need them, as bad as that is, or as bad as that sounds. It frustrates me. It's just like I'm waiting for the day, and I keep being told, well, don't hold your breath. But I'm waiting for the day for students to make this realization. All right? You have to go to school. Right? As much as you hate it, you have to be there. And if you don't come, and you consistently don't come, we make you go see a judge. And you have to go and explain why you're not going to school. and potentially have to pay a super heavy fine for not going to school. It's called truancy. I don't have to teach. I don't have to be there. I chose to get into this profession. And so at the end of the day, if I choose to be here and you have to be there, there's kind of an informal obligation, an unspoken understanding that I need to make it worth your time. And so if you're in a classroom where, like, your lesson for the day, you're sitting there and doing word searches in high school, you should be angry. Like, you should get upset and be like, why are you wasting my time? Because you guys don't think about it right now, but time is your single most valuable resource that you have. And being wasted. Anyway, that's the thing that really, really frustrates me. And as an administrator, it becomes your job to deal with that. And I'm not entirely certain that I'm ready for that. I don't have the same level of patience that I have for students that I don't have that for adults. That's why I argue very strongly, or why I'm so thankful to be a teacher. Prior to this, I worked in the service industry, and the problem with any type of service industry job, you are directly beholden to making people happy. And those people get to come in and just dump all of their problems on you, and sometimes that's insane, some of the stuff that happens. Alright, I need to think. So Jinx is psychic, has ice moves. I'm wondering if I shot myself in the foot with this team. At this point, I almost feel obligated to see them through, but I don't know. I didn't strategize on. Dragul is Golbat, Lux. I don't know what Lux is. I don't even know what my team is. Okay, so Gyarados would get swept here. Adonis. Ugh. Sleep powder. Nope. That sucks. I'm pretty sure. Yep. First death. Okay, fair enough. But at least I have a clean switch. If it is Psych, see, I don't know Gen 1 typings anymore. Noodle? If it's Psychic, this will be super effective. Yeah, okay. Whew. There's that. And this is a water. Toxic. Badly poisoned. Of course you hit me with a Hydro Pump. Why wouldn't you hit me with a Hydro Pump? It only has like 5 accuracy. Well, that wasn't worth it. Alright, here's another death. Ice moves. Yep, of course. Ay, coin flip my butt. Uh, oh, come on. But it's dead. Okay. And the fight's over. Nice. Nice. Alright, first one in the bag. I need to think this through. Okay, so he has I have wing attack is flying. What is his first? His first Pokemon is either rock or flying. Lux can take a hit. We'll start with Dragwool. Okay. I'm actually going to stop there. We have about a minute and a half in this recording, so this is a kind of a good stopping point to give enough for the next video. So anyway, thanks for listening to me rant. I apologize if it's just like, oh, we're not watching this to listen to you rant about school. Sorry. So anyway, I will say I'm almost done with this season, right? We made it to the Elite Four. It kind of sucks that we have 2 deaths already. Hopefully we can get it through. One way or the other, it'll be over next episode. And then I'll actually be able to do a transition in doing the recording with the history lesson. So fingers crossed that we survive. It'd be nice if we won. It'll be sad if we lose. But anyway, until next time.